Okay, we are streaming. We're streaming now. I think I did something wrong. I started about 15 minutes ago, and I don't think I was live. I don't think it was. I don't think it was streaming at all. But I think I'm live, and I think I'm on now. So let me just double check. See if I'm live or not. I'm a bit of a dummy when it comes to this sort of stuff. Live. Are we live? Yes, it looks like we are live. We are live. So we went through all the other part that you actually missed because I didn't have the right buttons pushed. And I wasn't live. Okay, so we're at Miami in the PMDG 737-800. One of my favourite planes. I just love it to bits. And it's my own virtual airline, Jet and Airways. I designed the logo, the slogan, "Where a smile goes a long way." Designed the livery and the colours. Yep, okay. Yep, okay. And yeah, so I designed it all, and Jonathan in Brazil does all the painting on the actual planes. Does a fantastic job. Yeah, so we're in Miami, and we're going to do a short little hop in my Jet and Airways career mode over to Southwest Florida. Airport is looking fantastic. It's running quite smooth too. So I want to say a big thank you to you guys who made your comments and helped me with my settings. I showed my settings on the last video, and some of you left comments giving me some suggestions in regards to my settings for the graphics. So I followed all those suggestions, and it looks great and very smooth. So thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Always appreciate constructive people who are constructive when they make a comment, or complimentary or constructive, not people who just criticize. So I appreciate the comments. I read all the comments, of course. Well, I don't get that many, to be honest. But I love this airport. It looks fantastic. I think I've downloaded the enhancement for this airport, the one on the marketplace. So it is actually looking quite special, this one. It's looking quite nice. So we've gone through all the gate procedures, and I run this virtual airline like my own personal little career mode I've set up in 2020. I mean, you can do it in any you can do it in any simulator really. You could do it in X-Plane. I was running a little career mode in FSX, and that was 25 years ago, so you can do it. And I'll show you a little document that I put together which helps me with my little career mode. It's a little document that I go by if I'm flying airliners for Jet and Airways, my virtual airline. And it's just a little way in which I can make sure that I'm trying to do things the best I can. So I set this up for Jet and Airways just for our procedures at the gate, and just like in 2024, when you have your career mode, you have objectives you need to complete. Well, these are my objectives that I sort of put together myself. I'm severely dyslexic, guys, so excuse my writing and my spelling and everything in the comments and in this kind of stuff. I'm afraid. Okay, Jet and Airways guidelines for successful passenger services. Best practice: load an official jet in departure and destination, which is this one, Miami to Southwest Florida. So these are all the things I need to do when I'm at the gate to go through and qualify to get credits or XP or wages in my make-believe airline, my virtual airline. And you can just set up your own career like I have done here. Or if you like to, you can fly for Jet and Airways, and you can follow along with my career as well. These are the things we've got to do at the gate. Attach Attached jetway, call for services, baggage loading, catering, watering, cleaning as needed, fuel as required, walk around inspection. Okay, so I got to accomplish all these before I depart and take off. And I've just put that together. I've just started doing this, so I'm going to do a few more little documents that'll help me follow along and help me sort of have some sort of structure to my self-made career mode in Flight Sim 2020. Okay, so let's have a look inside here. I've got all my flight plan and everything in. I'm flying out through Grit, Swags, Butley, Tropic, Dolphin, coming into runway ILS 06. ILS 06, so it's a very, very simple, basic little flight plan. So I've got both our engines running. Have we? Oh, we hadn't started this one. Yeah, I stopped. I actually stopped because I wasn't online. I had some technical issues. So I went away and come back and didn't realize that engine was not going. Okay, so we'll get this one all up and running here. And then we'll be all good to start taxiing to the gate.
Hi everyone, and welcome aboard this Jet in Airways service. Today we'd like to welcome back all our frequent flyers and million milers. And if it's your first time flying with us, the whole Jet in family wishes to say we appreciate you choosing us as your airline of choice.
Okay, so we've got all our engines up and running. And we're going to come over here, turn on our flight directors. That is good. LNAV is on. Speed brakes are on rejected takeoff. Flaps are down 5. Trim is set. Is the trim set? Trim is set. So we will take off our park brakes and we will taxi to the gate. Finally, we are underway.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, we request that you store your luggage and take your seats so we can have an on-time departure. For those passengers seated in a designated exit where you may be called upon to that exit in the event of an emergency. Please refer to the safety briefing sign of the exit row information card located in the seatback pocket to ensure you meet the exit row criteria and understand the information. After carefully reviewing this card, if you believe you could be injured, do not wish to, or cannot perform the functions listed, please notify a flight attendant. At this time, we also request that you install your electronic devices until we are above 10,000 feet. I will notify you when it is safe to bring these items out for use. If there's any question as to what device you can use on board today, please refer to the Once Before section of your My magazine. Thank you for your attention.
Right, so we're going to get some safety messages underway here.
Now we ask that you direct your attention to the forward part of each cabin to the TV monitors for a brief and important safety message about our next cab.
Welcome aboard. Please fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle, and tighten the strap. To unfasten your belt, pull up on the buckle. Turbulence may occur unexpectedly, so keep your seatbelt fastened during the flight, even when the sign is not on. Cell phones, two-way pagers, and all other electronic devices should be off and stowed. In American Way magazine is a list of non-approved devices. Remember, cell phones and two-way pagers may never be used in flight. Tray tables and footrests should be secured and your carry-on luggage placed under the seat in front of you or in a storage compartment. Please bring your seats to the upright position for takeoff. It is a federal requirement to comply with crew member instructions and instructional signs. All flights are non-smoking. Smoking is prohibited in the lavatories. It is against federal law to tamper with, disable, or destroy any smoke detectors in the airplane lavatories. Please review the safety briefing card in your seat pocket for specific emergency information about this flight. The exit doors or windows on each aircraft are clearly marked. If the aircraft lighting system fails, an escape path will be clearly illuminated by an emergency lighting system. Each cabin exit door is equipped with an evacuation slide. Some slides can also be used as rafts. Large life rafts are also on board. A sudden change in cabin pressure will automatically release an oxygen mask above your seat. Take the mask and pull it firmly towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Put the mask on and pull the elastic band over your head. Tighten the band by pulling on the tabs on both sides of the mask. Breathe normally. The plastic bag will not inflate. Put your mask on, then help others sitting next to you with their masks. Your seat cushion may also be a flotation aid. Remove the cushion and place your arms through the straps on the lower side of the cushion.
Okay, so we're nearly finished our announcements there.
Put the vest on over
Let's
your
have a look
head
at the
and
clock
wrap the
here.
strap
We're
around your
going
waist,
to
pulling tightly.
reset the clock.
Never inflate the vest inside the aircraft. Once outside, pull down on the two red tabs to
reset
inflate
the clock.
vest.
Okay.
Or
Too
plug
many
into the
buttons
red
for this
tubes
clock. It's too
located on
complicated
each
for
side
me.
of the vest.
Too complicated. Okay. I think that's okay. Okay, right. We got all those announcements out of the way. And we have clearance for takeoff. So let's go through our pre-takeoff checklist. Landing lights on. Taxi lights can go off. Strobe lights on. Flaps down 5. We'll just come over here and check that. Flaps down 5. Yes. Trim. Trim is set. Okay, flight director's on. We can turn on our auto throttle. Climb out speed. We're going to go up to about 190, about 200, 208. Let's go to 200. Climb out speed. Initial altitude is 10,000. Can set our vertical speed 1,800. Rejected auto brakes and rejected RTO, rejected takeoff. LNAV on. We'll put this round to map mode for our flight plan there. Park brakes off and we can taxi out to the active. Lovely day here in Miami. It's looking beautiful. Miami, we are heading over to KRSW, Southwest Florida. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the stream. I haven't attempted a stream for a while. I'm not that good at it, I'm afraid. But we're giving it a go. We're back in my 2020 career profile with Jet and Airways, flying my little virtual many years ago. Still looking good, I have to say, and we're in the PMDG 737-800. Look at this airport, it looks fantastic. I want to say a big thank you to all the guys who made comments All the guys who made comments on my previous video and gave me helpful hints and tips in regards to my settings, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for that. And I'll show you all my settings a bit later on. But I followed all the advice I received, and everything is running smooth in 2020, I tell you. Graphics are just gorgeous. Okay, so we got throttles up to 40%. Haven't got much sound in the cockpit here. I may have to go into my sound and change my settings. The plane is pulling to the left, so I need to reset my controls. I need to pull out my USBs and plug them in again. It does this every so often. Let me know if you have the same problem and how you fix that. That would be appreciated. Hopefully now I've done that, the plane will sort of move in a straight line as I taxi. No, it's still going to the left slightly there, see? Still going to the left. Let's try if we can fix that again. I'll take everything out. Plug them in again. Okay. See if that fixes it. It's pretty annoying, that bug. And it's pretty annoying that after having this for so many years, there are still bugs. Really. And it's still not handling right, you see, on the taxiway here. It's still pretty bad, guys. It was going before. Of course, offline when you're doing stuff, it's always perfect, eh? It always runs perfectly. As soon as you're streaming or trying to record a bloody video, everything goes wonky. Now it's gone wonky again, see? It's not doing anything now. It's going to go round in circles. Okay. See what's happening here. If you have this bug with your steering not going in a straight line, guys, just let me know in the comments. Occasionally I've got to unplug everything and just plug the controls in again, and it'll go in a straight line. But today it seemed to be particularly bad. Okay, so we're on the runway. I'll hit the toga. Let's see if we can get a nice straight takeoff here. That was pretty terrible. That was a terrible takeoff. The worst I've done for a long, long time. It's funny, hey? You practice and you play offline. You can do 100 flights. Everything will go perfectly and beautifully. And then when you're streaming, it all turns to custard. Oh, it's hilarious. If you don't laugh, you cry. If you don't laugh, you cry.
Jet and Juliet India 1039er, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Right, so I've got that's set at 17, vertical speed. If you don't laugh, you cry. Right, so let's see if we're going to follow our flight plan. Flaps up. Gear up and locked. Look at the scenery as I come out of Miami here. Just really beautiful. Lovely scenery. I mean, you can't compare it with 24 when it comes to the close-up buildings in the cities, but just as a flight sim, this is looking very, very nice. Okay, 20 knots. I'm going to bring my speed up. Going to come up towards 250. Not a long flight today. We're only going to go to 15,000 feet. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, guys, if the levels are okay, the microphone's okay. I had a few technical issues this morning with my controls.
Please acknowledge.
Trying to take off was a bit of a nightmare.
Miami Tower Jet and Juliet India 1039er frequency change.
And the first part of my stream was not recording or not live, so we bungled that up a little bit. But never mind, we're up and flying now in 2020 in the PMDG 737-800. Coming up towards 10,000 feet initially, a little bit of turbulence, we're getting sort of knocked around a little bit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we're up to 250 knots. It's a bit quiet in the cabin. I'm going to have to go into my settings and do some adjustments, I think. Still a few little bugs in 2020, but disappointing after 4 years. Well, it could be maybe the plane, but I can't imagine it. Well, maybe it is the plane, or it could be the simulator, or it could be just something, some of my hardware, my bits and pieces clashing, maybe.
Once you reach a comfortable cruising altitude, ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will be in the cabin to offer you a cocktail beverage of your choice, along with breakfast. There are 5 flight attendants on board today, primarily for your safety. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask.
Yes, don't hesitate to ask, guys. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Jet and Airways 737 service to Southwest Florida. We're going to have you outside the terminal in around about 30 minutes, so it's a pretty short flight and really nice view out the windows today. We're expecting a pretty smooth flight all the way there, and I'll let you sit back and enjoy the drinks and the service, and I'll talk to you a little bit later on. Okay, midnight Club. Hi there. Long time. How are you? Yes, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Summertime here, so it's getting pretty hot. So, what's it like where you are? It's pretty hot here at the moment. Coming into summertime, it's really nice. Haven't done a stream for a while, so I'm a little bit rusty, a little bit out of shape. But I'm still loving the PMDG 737s, painted in my own virtual airline, Jet and Airways. And this is my career mode in 2020. Let's have a look at some nice wing views as we head out over Florida. Miami, heading over to Florida by the coast, Southwest Florida. Look at the detail on the wings and the motors. Just love the PMDG planes, but like I said earlier, with the iFly 737 MAX, PMDG are going to have to lift their game a little bit, because I tell you that that plane is pretty special. I'm getting it painted at the moment in Jet and Airways livery. So next few videos, hopefully I will have that installed. And we'll be flying services for Jet and Airways in the new iFly 737 MAX, which just looks absolutely stunning. 10,000 feet. Okay, let's go up. Let's go up to 13,000. It's a pretty short trip. I don't need to go up very high on this one. We haven't got a long way to go. If I bring up the VMAP, I'll show you. Here we are. We're just going over to this area over here, southwest Florida. So we're almost sort of halfway there already, really. It's a standard little flight for Jet and Airways. Very cold here. I live in the US. I was wondering, have you tried flying the Phoenix simulation in 2020? Yeah, I've had a look at the Airbuses from time to time, but I'm not an Airbus fan. My favourite airlines are the Boeings, so I tend to stick with the Boeings. And some people just love the Airbus. They just fly the Airbuses, but it's all personal preference, what you enjoy. But I seem to really enjoy the Boeings. But by the look of those planes, the Phoenix and the Phoenix simulation Airbuses, they're just beautiful. Really beautiful simulated planes, I have to say. Amazing. So yesterday I was playing a little bit more with Flight Sim 24, and although it looks very, very pretty and very, very nice, it doesn't run that well on my machine. I had a bit of trouble with it, so I parked it up. I might have a play around with it from time to time, see if I can improve some things, the settings or my controls. But most of my time I'm going to be flying and making content in 2020. Very happy with the study level planes in 2020. Once we get the study level Boeings over into 24, maybe I'll start to spend a little bit more time there. I don't know, but at the moment I'm happy with the iFly 737 MAX and the PMDG 737s in 2020. And I got my settings pretty good now, thanks to some of the comments in my last video. If you fly 2020, go and have a look at the comments in my last video. Had some very good comments in regards to the graphics. Maybe it will help you as well. I don't know.
Captain, would you like a fresh cup of coffee?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you, Michelle. Thank
All
you.
good.
Yep, I love those coffees. They make good coffee here. I'll show you our coffee machine, okay? We've got a coffee machine in the galley here, and it is just fantastic. Here it is. Makes beautiful coffee and fast. Push a few buttons and it's all done. There we go. Coffee done. How good is that? How good is that?
Captain, here is your coffee.
Ah, thank you.
Is there anything else you would like?
Yeah, no, that is lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay, all good.
Right, we'll start. And we're heading out over the coast, and then we're going to cruise round to the right for our finals. Alright. Now, one thing I haven't done is have I tuned the ILS, the radio for the approach? Don't think I have. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. What are we looking at? 11150 for the ILS. 11150. 11150. And we'll do this one. 11150. Probably don't need to use the ILS, such a good weather and good visibility and everything, but I just do like to have some practice with it. I do enjoy it. And the heading is 58. If anything, I need a lot more practice with the manual approaches and landings. That's what I need to do over the next few weeks. Work on my just manual approaches and manual landings. It's a lot of fun. Can be stressful when you're learning, but it's a lot of fun, guys. Skills that we should all have, we need to have, actually. So what have you been up to? Are you flying Flight Sim 24? Are you into the career mode, which looks absolutely fantastic if you like the little general aviation, like the Cessnas and the Caravans and the little planes. It's a bit dumbed down, but it does look like a heck of a lot of fun if your machine runs it really, really well. It is pretty buggy apparently. But I'm enjoying my own career mode in Flight Sim 2020. My own career mode with my own virtual airline, Jet and Airways. Amazing wing views there. Beautiful. Lovely scenery over out Florida. Coming out towards the Florida coast now. You can see it right there. And then we'll loop around to the right for our finals. And welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to Airline Creator. The channel was called Jet and Airways because most of my flights and my content is all around my virtual airline and about my career mode, flying planes in Jet and Airways. A few other pilots around the world fly my planes for Jet and Airways. They do the routes and the trips, and it's a lot of fun. Gives you sort of some meaning and some purpose. You can actually create your own career within an airline. We have a huge range of planes painted in Jet and Airways colours. Right, coming down through 6,000 feet. Going to slowly come down to 2,000 feet because we turn around to the right. We're going to be capturing our. We're going to be on our approach. Yeah, so very exciting. In a few days, hopefully I will have the livery, the Jeton livery installed for the iFly 737 Max. Really loving that Max. Beautiful plane. If you haven't seen it, have a look at it. Have a look at some of the tutorials on YouTube with the iFly Max. Absolutely stunning, guys. A full-on studyable plane, 110%, really is. Beautiful plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our approach, we ask that you please check. Make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened, low and tight across your lap. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright lock position. If you've had occasion to use your carry-on items, please make sure that they are safely stored underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead enclosed bin. Also, if you're using any type of electronic device, if you would please turn it off until we are approaching the gate.
Right, we're coming down to 2,000 now, where we can turn to the right and intercept our approach. Lovely scenery as we come out over the Florida coast here. Lovely, beautiful. Now we don't seem to be following the flight plan. Our LNAV turned off. I don't know why it did that, but it did that all by itself. So we're going to have a bit of a problem. I think I need to put Dolphin up there now. And we just head straight over to Dolphin, and otherwise we're going to try and cut back to those other two waypoints, and it's really going to put us out of whack. Yeah, so we need to cut out those two waypoints, come around to Dolphin, and then we'll be straight on to our finals here. So we need to get some speed down pronto. Don't know what happened there. Our LNAV just sort of switched off by itself. Right, approach hold mode is engaged. We will proceed, get some flaps down. I think we're going to do a manual approach, guys, a manual approach and landing. Today, auto throttle off, flight directors off, because that LNAV turning itself off by mistake has really put us crook. So we're going to have to do a straight in manual approach landing. And we'll see how we go. What is our speed? 120 knots. We'll keep an eye on that.
1,000.
Flaps are down, 30. Gear down and locked. Very, very smooth now. I've got these settings changed.
500.
Very smooth as I come into southwest Florida here.
300.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
200. 100. 50.
Well, not a very good landing or approach, really. A bit wobbly. I'm a bit out of practice with this. A bit out of practice. Wow. Not good at all. That's fine. The last few videos I haven't done good landings. I need to start doing some good landings on my channel. This is bad. People are going to start, attacking me. Right, so let's taxi over to the gate and we'll get this flight all logged, done and dusted. But I'm very impressed with the smoothness of this now after those adjustments I did. Thank you to those in the comments on my last video who made comments. Really appreciated that. It's really smooth now. It's fantastic. Steering is still a bit wonky. So here we are at Southwest Florida. Lovely day here. I think I'll do this flight again offline just to get some practice with it. And then on the next videos we're going to do some more flights for Jet and Airways. Maybe up around San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco. start flying that iFly Max a little bit more. I'm really enjoying that plane. And the other plane I don't fly much, but I really like it, is the 737-900 PMDG. So I've got that one painted in Jet and Airways livery. So maybe we need to start doing some flights with that one. Right, see if we can do a nice gentle approach and stop here for the customers. Right, that'll do it. That will do it. Is my brake on? Okay, brake is on. Alright, thank you guys. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm a bit rusty, a bit out of practice. Got my reverse thrusters on there, it's a little bit weird. A little bit out of practice with streaming and flying, I have to say. So I need to do some practice with flying, I think. But let me know what you think in the comments. What are you flying at the moment? What planes are you enjoying at the moment? Are you flying the heck out of 2020? Are you flying the heck out of 2024? Let me know. Any idea when the PMDG planes are going to be ready for Flight Sim 24? I would like to know that. But to be honest, 2024 is not really running well on my machine at the moment. I'm having a few issues, freeze frames, and all sorts of bits and pieces and glitches, so I'll probably be spending most of my time on 2020 for quite some time, possibly even another 6 months. Alright, thanks for watching guys, keep safe, keep flying. If I don't see you beforehand, have a wonderful Christmas, have a great time with your friends and family. I'll see you on the next video. Over and out guys, cheers.